Hello everyone, my name is Archie Andrews and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what Epicure is and why I got involved with Epicure. Epicure is a Canadian-based company and it was started by a woman, a mom, who wanted to share some healthy blends with her friends and wanted to have quick, easy dinner, but I also wanted the dinners to be gluten-free and not highly processed, something that was healthy for her kids. So Epicure started in Canada about 20 years ago, and it is just now starting to come to US, and I'm super excited about that. I initially had never heard of Epicure, like most of you who are just now finding out what Epicure is, but you might have known that I have been very passionate about my health and fitness journey. And I have lost about 40 pounds so far, and I still have quite a ways to go. I would like to lose a lot more. Um, but I was very involved with the Beachbody community, and I do a lot of workouts and I eat healthy. And I do this program called the 2B Mindset, which is all about like your nutritional program on like eating more vegetables, not cutting out any food groups, etc., etc. And one of the things that I learned about eating healthy, well, first of all, I learned that losing weight is about 95% nutrition. I know most people say 80, but I would say it's like 95% nutrition. And for me, I would be great and eat great for a week, like have salads and healthy stuff, but then I would get bored of it. And one of the things I found out that was very helpful is that I needed to keep switching up my meals. I needed to eat more healthy and I needed to add more variety. And some of the people in Canada who were in my Beachbody workout accountability group would keep posting about Epicure. And one of them even said, "Hey Archie, why do you always have like raw carrots?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying to eat more vegetables." And they're like, "Have you thought about just adding some flavors to your food or, making them more delicious? You want to eat more of them?" And that's when it clicked. Like, I needed something in my life that was quick, was easy, was delicious, but was very healthy. And so that I found out a little bit about Epicure. And then one of the ladies here in my town was having a party, an Epicure party, and she had invited, and I was a little curious. And to be honest, I was like, how is this any different than like your hamburger helpers you can get at Stop and Shop, or like your dips that, like the tastefully simple dips and this and that? Like, there's tons of food stuff out there. So, like, initially I was like, oh, great, like, yet another food thing that I'm getting invited to. But then I learned a little bit more about Epicure and I was like all in. First of all, Epicure is low sodium, low MSG, no MSG, 100% natural ingredients, non-GMO. It is made in a peanut-free facility, and they would almost say it's tree nut, but in Canada, coconut is considered tree nut, and they do have some coconut stuff in their food. So it's made in a peanut-free facility. There's no dyes in their food. It is certified gluten-free. Um, a lot of things that you see at your grocery stores will say gluten-free, but they're not certified gluten-free because they still have traces of gluten in them. And for some people, that is a big deal. Like, to some people, that means life or death. There are people who have celiac or very high gluten allergy. They need that food to be pure and processed, and they need to be able to trust that it is gluten-free. And so Epicure is that. There's no artificial colors or no artificial flavors. It is USDA organic and it is kosher. So all of those things are amazing in itself. And I'm going to do a quick live demo that will really show you what Epicure is all about. So most of you have probably had fajitas before, and you probably grabbed one of these, the McCormick or Old El Paso seasoning. And I'm going to do a live ingredient reading. So I am going to start with the Old El Paso. It has, first of all, 290 milligrams of sodium. There's cornstarch as a first ingredient, and usually, like, the order in which they put the ingredients is the amount of things that are in here at the most. So the most things that are in here is cornstarch, maltodextrin. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Salt, sugar, sea salt, spice, chili pepper, vegetable oil, citric acid, artificial color, yeast extract, onion powder, silicone dioxide. That sounds very chemical and sounds like something that should not be in your food. I think it's an anti-caking agent. Natural smoke flavor, natural flavor, and garlic powder. Whole bunch of processed stuff happening in here. And I'll do McCormick next. It has 250 milligrams of sodium, so a little less than the old El Paso, but still quite a bit. There's spices in here, including cumin, chili pepper, oregano, onion, salt. Here's that. Corn maltodextrin again. Corn syrup solids. That sounds super yuck. I know corn syrup is bad, but like, how do you even get corn syrup into solids? Sounds very processed. Garlic, mustard bran, citric acid, caramel color, lime juice solids, modified cornstarch, and natural flavor. Again, a whole bunch of processed stuff happening in here. And I am going to show you the fajita seasoning. And again, I don't have a lot left because I do use it very religiously. First of all, certified kosher check. It's got the kosher check. Verified non-GMO. Certified gluten-free. And the ingredients are spices, chili powder, which has spices, salt, garlic, rice concentrate, onion, garlic, mustard flour, black pepper, lemon, cayenne pepper, herbs, 0 grams of sodium. There's no salt in here. And you can add your own salt, but it's just not like heavily, like some of the others, they had a lot of salt in this. This one lets you put your own salt in it if you want it. If you didn't want salt, use lemon or lime. But you saw the ingredients in here and just how natural and wholesome they are, as opposed to the corn syrup solids and maltodextrin. And this is the stuff that like we've been eating. And I didn't realize that because I used to buy the McCormick and El Paso. That's probably why I still have the seasonings here. And I was like, oh, great, I'm eating chicken in a salad. Like, that's healthy. No, because if you read all the ingredients, it's not really healthy. And I was looking a little bit more into it since I got into Epicure, but about 40% of cancers are caused by processed foods. So those are all of like 40% of chance you can eliminate in your life by replacing everything that you have with Epicure. And the way the Epicure works is you get these little packets, or there's like tons of other ones, but my personal favorite are these little meal solutions. First of all, if you're like, I don't really care about eating healthy, well, maybe you like the fact that these are 20 minutes or less and they're so quick and so easy. So this isn't just for somebody who wants to eat gluten-free or even eat healthy, but it's also somebody who, doesn't have a lot of time on their hands or has a busy family, busy life, kids drop off and pick up and things like that. It's a working woman or like a working man and they don't have a lot of time on their hands, but they still want to make conscientious decisions to be healthy and eat well. So this is mac and cheese, and it says this one makes 4 servings. Cook and drain 2 cups of dry pasta. Stir in 1/3 cup milk. Add 2 tablespoons of butter. Stir and serve. Like this takes maybe 10 minutes. So quick and so easy. And it is the best mac and cheese. And there's a couple other recipes in here. Like there's the Mexican mac and cheese if you want to make it into a Mexican one. Pizza mac and cheese, which sounds delicious. Tuna casserole, if you didn't want to make it into a mac and cheese, but you wanted to do it into a casserole, you can do that as well. There's like tons of different flavors. Like this one's a hearty minestrone, and it says combine 1/2 cup dry small shell pasta, add 3 cups of hot water or broth in a large pan. Stir the seasoning, add a can of diced tomatoes, stir 1 can of lentils, and throw in mixed vegetables. So this is like drop stuff in and you're done. Like quick, easy. And this one's like my personal favorite, the creamy pesto chicken. Now, not everything in here has dairy in it. I just happened to pick 2 that did have dairy. But they're very good about listing their ingredients. And if you go online, you'll be able to tell which ones have milk and which ones don't have milk. So this one says creamy Parmesan chicken, just combine seasoning with half cup milk, set aside, and then you cook the chicken, and essentially you put the seasoning together, you add 4 cups of spinach that's wilted, and you're basically done. So these are so quick, so easy, but I wanted to do that live demo to show you just how healthy the ingredients are, and you would feel very comfortable feeding this to your family.